Currently, yes.
I just hit play. Got to have your intro jingle, ding ding ding, whatever it's gonna be.
I know. I gotta send it to you, man. I gotta send it to you. I
I
gotta.
say I say you just hum it.
Whatever song goes live.
Yeah, you're live on YouTube.
I know. I say, what song is on my head right now? Jingle. That's what we're gonna do.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, whatever's on our jingle. All right. Good morning, everybody. It's me, San Martin, and the famous Eric Knight. Good morning, sir.
Hey, good morning.
You know, hanging out, just starting to try some new things in life. Yeah, no, Eric, it's been a freaking awesome weekend. And, the past week has been definitely on point. But, Eric, tell everybody what day it is so we can start our day off right. If everybody's out there, get ready for the reveal.
I think you already know what it is.
I do not.
I'm seeing what you're wearing. So it's National Button Day.
Button. Yeah,
yep.
I like buttons.
I see the buttons. I knew you knew what it was beforehand. You what is it? Outfit coordinated.
Outfit coordinated.
For the day.
Yeah, I coordinated for the day. It's actually a good thing to coordinate properly for whatever is needed. You know what I'm saying? For the day.
I hear you. So you're talking about this weekend. How about that internet? That internet outage that lasted all day Saturday.
And obviously a lot of worlds live on the internet, so a lot of people were a little bit upset. Eric, do you know exactly what happened? I've heard stories, and I actually want to talk about a story about it. But what do you know, Eric? What do you know about the internet going out?
So I know that it was what's called a fiber cut by a backhoe. And so I don't know, like when, where, or, how, but it started like 5 a.m. So I guess I do know when. And somebody was digging where they weren't supposed to, is what they said. And they cut into the fiber optics and boom, there you go. But the thing that gets me is I thought there was supposed to be a redundant connection up here, so that if that happened again, because it happened a few years ago, that we'd be able to buy gas and eat out when that all happened. And apparently that's not the case. And so we are waiting for an official word from Sparklight to tell us how we don't have any redundancies.
Yeah, it's a big story. And obviously they're going to have to fight the people, because the people are very upset. They're like, we want a free month. And that's the least you guys could do, because
12 hours is a long time.
Yeah. Well, we were downtown and enjoying, the downtown scene. And we went into a couple of places and guess what? You had to pay with cash. And then guess what else happened? You go to the ATM and they were down too. So that was a big issue. If we didn't have cash, we weren't having fun yesterday. And a lot of businesses downtown were definitely not going to be able to have business open. But it looked like they were still doing well. Everybody seemed to have, the right amount of cash. And some people walked out, some people walked in. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess we can learn from these mistakes, Eric. And I think that's why you are trying to go ahead and work with everybody by saying, hey, dude, we need some, backup just in case you guys don't have that backup. But yeah, good on phone lines were all good. We still conduct a little bit of business, but that's kind of messed up. Internet is definitely needed. But it was a good time to check out. It was a good time to go ahead and be like, whatever, don't got no internet, time to check out. Go to the forest.
Go to the forest. Is that what you did? Is you went to the forest?
Negative. I just hung out. I didn't really care. It was a good weekend. But the best part about last week and then this coming week coming up is going to be an opportunity for me to go and visit more businesses, because obviously we want to go ahead and support local. And the number one thing is like, supporting local will ultimately help out, the small businesses. And that's kind of what we're really looking forward to. Eric, you went to the Magpie open house. How was that? I mean, I went in there and the trinkets, the things that you would never expect to go ahead and get were in that place. What did you think about it?
Yeah, lots of gifts. So I thought about getting them for my kids, but there was like a metal kazoo. But my wife's like, no. She's like, we don't need that around the house.
Yeah. See, that's one thing that you think about. What can and what will you end up getting in order for you to have noise reduction in your house? And she's like, dude, that's no, don't do that to me.
I should get you guys one. That sounds like a good idea.
What's cool about it is that Kiki, she only enjoys gifts for about, it depends on how cool the gift is and who it came from. She has about a week retention.
That's a week's long enough to drive you insane with that thing.
I know, no. I think that would be one of those 1 day retention ones, because then all of a sudden it'd be lost. You'd be like, oh, where'd that thing go? I don't know. You know how to do the old disappearing act. I don't know where it went, but I think a lot of people are acknowledging that. So it was a pretty crazy cool weekend as far as it started off with on Friday.
Mhm.
But ultimately, that was the biggest thing, is that Saturday everybody was down, internet and everything. So that was a pretty big deal. And the story that I heard was, if you go to Sparklight and you go ahead and tag in on the comments where people were saying that somebody wanted to go ahead and run the line right through their yard, which was the CEO of Sparklight, because I guess they have a house in Arizona. Um, and they said that,
Sparklight's based in Arizona. They're based in Phoenix.
oh wow, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
Hmm.
Yeah, so they ended up telling, the story was that they cut the line at their construction site on the CEO's property. So everybody was throwing that story out, and that was kind of funny. Like, man, I tell you what, if there isn't an opportunity to go ahead and put the story out there as, let me tell you what I know, and then all of a sudden, the rumors fly, man, rumors fly. So
We're waiting for the official word. We've reached out to them on Saturday. They said that they would give us a official response this week.
yeah, Junior Cook, yeah, cash rule and money bill, y'all. But who's to know if that almighty dollar is going to be worth anything here shortly in life. See, we always like to throw a little bit of twist in there, guys. That's how we do it. We never really want to like get too serious, I guess. I don't know. So Eric, this whole week coming up is getting ready for the final end of the year. So the events are getting a little bit more bigger. They're getting a little bit more exciting because, as everybody knows, the Prescott is the Christmas city. And I was sitting out there at Frozen Franny's downtown. Shout out Frozen Franny. But I was out there, and guess what? This lady was like, "Do you see this place right here?" And I swear, this is exact words. She goes, "You see this place right here, guys? This is famous. This is famous." And she goes, "This is Arizona famous." And she goes to say that, "See all these trees in this place? They all light up. It's really beautiful. They have the courthouse lighting. They have the parade. They have everything. It's famous." And then everybody in the group were like, "Oh, wow!" And I was actually at that point in time proud to be a part of Prescott, Arizona. So I loved it, man. It was a great moment to catch and take in. It was a beautiful freaking Saturday. I mean, it was sunny outside. We were just hanging out. We were having ice cream. I mean, come on, how many days?
Can you believe that it was freezing just a week ago and you were out there having ice cream?
Yeah, well, it's more or less a sweet fix, man. It was still just a little bit tad bit cold. I was still wearing my shorts, man. I wear my shorts and I bundle up from the waist up. And then everybody's like, "You got chanclas and shorts on? Are you all right?" And I was like, "Well, you have a good window. You got a window from like 10 a.m. to about 4 p.m., 3 p.m., 4 p.m. We were out yesterday having a daytime fire outside, and I was teaching Keegan how to light a fire or start a fire, properly at a like a forest scenario or forest fire, or not. Well, let me take that all back.
Yeah. Don't say forest fire. We just got out of that whole thing.
Oh man, okay, we retract that statement, everybody. But at the same time, yeah, it was a second where you were able to go ahead and teach how to make a fire, not a forest fire, a fire. Oh
That's
gosh,
good. That's good. Yeah, because the fire restrictions got lifted.
yeah, they sure did. It was perfect timing. We actually had that bundle of wood for a while, man. And I was like, you know what? Now's the time. So we were out there with the hatchets and making kindling and starting the fire up, and it was great. It was a great time. So that was a good Saturday. Hang out, relax.
That's good. That's good stuff.
Good morning
So
with Liz. She's all yay. I have so much wood to burn. Nice. Right on. See, that's everybody gets all excited. I got some wood to burn. Let's go.
yeah, they've got that and leaves. I mean, people are going crazy right now.
Yeah, it's a beautiful time to go ahead and take all that in. As far as like everybody, acknowledge that it is winter time and you can now start a fire, put that marshmallows up and start doing the whole little, what's a Christmas or Thanksgiving time like fire treat? Like, do you have a fireplace, Eric? Do you guys like start fires, or is that extra work you don't want to be putting on
No,
yourself?
no, we've got fireplaces. It's they're gas, but and of course we've got regular fire pits outside.
Okay. Okay.
That's kind of like the season, right? That's why it gets cold and you're like, oh, we got to light a fire.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it gets like that, but now that technology is moving forward just a tad bit, it's just like you got your central heating and cooling, so you don't have to do nothing besides press a button, and then you have your little floor heaters, and then once again, all you gotta do is press a button, and you don't even have to chop wood, you don't have to get kindling, you don't have to go there and till the fire, and I mean, to be in all honesty, we are really, really, really spoiled out here, and that's the fun part about being a part of this whole little country area. We country out here, but starting a fire, it was good. I love starting a fire. It was awesome.
Yeah, I remember my aunt had a place when I was a kid, and you'd have to get up all night long and had a potbelly stove, and that was its central heating source. And yeah, those were definitely different times for sure.
So, we got some cool news to talk about. There was a place that we visited last week, Eric, and it was called the Den of Prescott. And
Where
so
is the den?
it's over there on 6th Street, downtown Prescott, right across the street from Granite Creek Park. So basically on 6th Street, across the street, right next to the art store of Prescott. So in that little spot, it's going to be a venue. It's going to be a coffee house. It's going to be a little spot to hang out for all ages. And we had an opportunity to meet with them. And as you guys saw on there, we did it live at their spot. And it was a great interview. And one of the things that was awesome over the weekend, they hit their goal, Eric. They hit their goal. So congratulations, my friend. They were asking for $30,000 in Kickstarter. And at the time that we talked with them was at 20,000. And so, and overnight, automatically, all the people in Prescott, I mean, they're already supporting them, but they don't get full backing unless they get the full amount asked for.
And they got it right.
Got it. Yeah. So we woke up to some good news. We reported it, and you know what? Congratulations, but then you guys really, honestly, deserve that. As far as like people seeing the good in this. So
So what is their timeline to kind of put that money to work and do their projects?
the one project that they have is just to go ahead and make it compliant to the city. So as soon as they add that extra bathroom, I think it's go time. So having the bathroom, having the construction made, having the plumbing put into it, it's a fairly thick cost, and that's to up the what do you call it, the capacity limit.
Hmm.
So that's the reason why they had to do that. And anyways, with that being said, man, I'm so happy for them. Good job, guys. I appreciate that. That is really, I think it's going to be an awesome venue. Hopefully, keep the doors open. Hopefully, the children and whoever wants to stay sober enjoys the music that comes through there, the stand up, whatever comes through there. It should be a great little venue. They actually have like two stages. It's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Have like two stages. There's one in the front room and there's one in the back room. So the one in like a coffee house, you probably have people sitting on a thing and have like a talk show. It looks like a talk show. I don't know if you guys saw the interview that I did, but we were sitting on that stage and yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. So, anyways, congratulations, boys. You guys deserve it. You guys worked hard for that.
Nope, that's good. So boxes were they giving away this weekend? Food boxes. I saw in Texas they're doing something similar, and they had a car line that went 2 miles long to get to those food boxes. So that's crazy. So how did things go here? Any word?
Yeah, so we ended up going out. Once again, we posted about it. We went out there to Little Dinner, Little Prices, out there in Prescott Valley. Had a chance to talk with Danny and Tamara, Sam Simpson or Samson or something like that is the last name. And they really enjoy helping out the community. They've been a very big advocate for Prescott Valley. They support a lot of things out there, and that is one of the little small things that they have supported. And they had four pallets, or yeah, four pallets, and I think each pallet carries 50 boxes, and all of them were gone. And then they had an extra pallet of watermelon, so they ended up getting all rid of all of them in that setting of from 11. two. I think two. I think they stayed out there until two, or maybe one. I don't know when she kind of announced it. But at the same time, there was the ones going on up there at the J.C. Penney's, and that was actually, I think they had the same amount, maybe a little bit more than 4 pallets, 4 or 5 pallets, but they got rid of all of theirs. And then they had one on Friday. I mean, and then they had one on Sunday. So all their food is getting distributed and is getting taken to people that are in need. So they're doing their thing. Real Hope Inc. And what's it, Veronica Morrow. She's amazing. Excuse me. She's amazing. She's taking care of her business, and so is the Real Hope Inc. So congratulations, guys. Thanks for doing what you do for the community. It was pretty big. They actually got rid of all of it. So
That's good. That's a lot of people need it, San Martin. And so again, bring it to your neighbors, all that good stuff.
The elderly, to be in honesty, I think that a lot of those boxes go to the elderly people that are retired and can't really afford things because the price of living is going up rather than staying moderate. And obviously their retirement fund is not going up, it's going backward.
Pretty constant, right?
Yeah, so that's kind of like the sad part about the whole, like, having the elderly live in this world where our the cost of living is going up. I don't know if you saw that, but the cost of materials, thank God we did it right before COVID. Price of materials went up 100%.
Yeah.
Was like, what just happened, man? This thing cost $11.50 or something like that. Now it's like $22.
Yes, a lot of materials did. So if you wanted to do that remodel or that project, they may be on hold for a little bit.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't know why, but it's doing it. So here we are.
I mean, San Martin, they're having trouble keeping people in the factories. That's the problem. Is when somebody tests positive, they have to shut the factory down, and that means no lumber. That means no pipes. That means none of that happens until they can come back. And so there's been a lot of that this year, and so it's starting to kind of pile up. And so when there's a shortage, price goes up because somebody will pay for it. Yep. Somebody has a timeline and will have to get the project done.
Yep. So yeah, I know that my brother was talking about it with the plumbing supplies and stuff like that. He was like, it was just getting crazier. So he has to go back and revise his estimates.
Yeah.
So instead of giving him the good old benefits, like, I'm sorry, man, it has to raise, and it's not because of me. It's because the prices of materials are going up. So be careful out there if you guys are going to start doing some remodeling work. Hopefully you guys have all your materials prior to the raise, but it's happening. And it's happened before, but let's see, man. I mean, I guess we could see some good things. Good morning, Tiffany Blue. I got a lot of cool people coming up on Instagram.
Hi, so I'm glad you got Instagram working again.
Yeah, you had to press a bunch of extra buttons. I have no clue why. They just couldn't just add a button that says live, it's just one of those. But Facebook does the same thing. You have to go through all of these channels to get to the live button, but it doesn't mean that we don't know how. We just do it.
That's good. All right, so what do we have? New week, it's Monday. What stuff is coming up this week?
As you guys will see, posted on the pages on the PrescottTimes.com website, we are going to be visiting a lot of new people, a lot of businesses. So today is one of those days where I'm actually preparing for us to go and meet new people. Also, there's going to be open houses at new businesses that have just opened up, and one of them is going to be called the Prescott Wedding Chapel. I don't know if you guys ever heard of More Rentals, but More Rentals ended up buying the Prescott Wedding Chapel, the chapel or something, right there on, I don't know if it's Cortez Street or something, but it's an old Victorian home, and they purchased it for weddings. So we're going to do an open house there. I don't know if I think I sent an invite for you, Eric, but
I did see that. Yes.
So we're going to go check that out. That's going to be coming up. We have open house over at the Desert Rose, a lot of open houses everywhere around the town. And once again, just going to go out there and visit some people. Last week, we visited a lot of local businesses, and so that was kind of fun. That was actually a lot of fun. Have you ever been to Mary and Ed? Mary and Ed's?
At like their house?
No. It's actually the name of the business is Mary Ed.
I don't think so. No, I haven't. Where are they at?
Right next to the tavern, the attic.
Okay, I know where that's at. Yeah, I don't remember seeing them there.
It's a little boutique. It's another girls' clothing boutique. But anyways, I went in there, had an opportunity. I posted that picture up there, and so you guys can see that it's a beautiful boutique. And if you guys want to go ahead and keep your dollars local, this is exactly how you could do it. Is support local, and make it happen, make it happen. But I love going into places and as soon as you walk in, they're like, oh hey, I know you. So that was cool. I like going into places and meeting new people, or actually meeting people that I kind of know of, but I don't know them personally. So it's good to go out there and just go out and talk with everybody. We ended up going to the downtown blues jam on Saturday as well.
Whoa,
That was
where was that? What was that all about? I missed that.
that was at Granite Creek Park. Granite
Oh,
Creek
okay.
on Prescott. We actually were just going to go there to play a little bit of soccer because there was an actual soccer game going on over there at Kinley Field. We were going to go down there and play, but then there was I think they called it Prescott. Or no. Gosh, I forgot the league. I forgot the league's name. Maybe Andy knows about it. But the league was there playing and the girls were playing. And I was like, here, let's watch this. They're like, no, we want to go play ourselves. And I was like, all right. So we ended up going down to Granite Creek Park. And I totally forgot about it. I'm going to be honest. I totally forgot about it. It's not like I automatically went down there. We were actually going down there just to kick the ball around. But there was the Blues Jam. So Arizona Blues Jams Festival was actually hosting an outdoor event down there, and they had a food truck called the Lumberyard. And they were out there doing their thing, so it was like perfect timing. I got instantaneous excited, live music, food, and just beauty. It was just beautiful down there over there.
And the weather was great. I'm sure it was a good old time down there.
It was. I I can't explain it, but I used to go down to the Granite Creek Park all the time and play, anything, baseball, football. We had barbecues there all the time. The family came down and we all just enjoyed ourselves, and it brought back a lot of great memories. And we stayed down there for like 2 hours, so it was.
Well, I know that the city was battling between that and where the hotel lot is. The city was battling a homeless population between there and Granite Creek Park, and Granite Creek Park kind of got a bad name over the last couple of years. I mean, how's that doing?
Eric, it's always been that way. The creek is
Okay.
always, the place for homeless to, hang out and relax. But I don't know if you remember the first reports that we did back in, gosh, it was a while ago. But we were down there at the creek where they actually had a little homestead that nobody even noticed. And finally, somebody went back there and started cleaning it up because they were leaving a lot of trash. Their feces was all over the place. They were just not taking care of the land,
There was a
uh,
lot of drug use, is what I remember.
and a lot of drug use. I was getting
Yeah.
to that too. Time you want to show a little bit of compassion for them because they are homeless, but at the same time it was like, okay, so we know that you're homeless, but you're gonna allow yourselves to live like this. What you should still take care of the property and the land that you are on. And so that was kind of like my direction for it, just getting everybody to understand. But they ended up moving out of there and they moved somewhere else, so that's kind of like where everybody wants to know, where did they go, where are they, housing their outside,
Well, I know it's the city's top priority to clean up that corridor, all the way from Granite Creek Park, all the way up the creek to the brewery up there.
Yes, yes. And yeah, it is beautiful. The creek has always been beautiful. We enjoy it. I mean, like, sincerely, we enjoy. I enjoyed going down there when you could, go down there and catch crawdads and stuff. This was before the water started getting polluted. Water was flowing all the time down there. It was
Well,
cool.
I know they're talking about lighting it up. They've already started it. Like the money's been allocated. They're talking about putting lights down there and cleaning it up. I mean, it is going to be like that stretch is going to be the it place. Walk all the way down to the park and back, and have water, and it'll be the trees. It should be a pretty incredible place when
Yeah,
they're done with the project.
yeah. And once again, it's always been beautiful to me. But you add a little walkway and stuff, then you could do it. The corridor from Willis to El Gato, it may be even farther, but that whole corridor right there is a fairly safe little spot to walk through because they have that little trail going through there.
Uh-huh.
They have,
That's a city trail. It's actually a city trail.
yeah, they have cameras and stuff on that trail. I
Do they
didn't know.
really?
Yeah, I didn't notice it, but they do have cameras in those in that trail area.
I didn't know either. Wow.
You can see the wires, running through the whole area. So I guess it's safe.
Well,
Back in,
like I said, it's going to transform over the next, from the information that I'm aware of. And if you're tuned into that, it's going to be, I know we always talk about the courthouse being the downtown center or whatever, but I really believe what they're doing with Granite Creek, that will be the center of the city going forward. Like the events will be down there, the walkways, it'll be lit. Like it'll be a good nighttime hangout. You'll be able to, walk down there. It's just the idea that they have for it, it's I think it's pretty special.
oh shoots. So Eric, I just okay. So the whole area,
Oh,
but I just got like a good word in right now, guys. We are going to enter the gingerbread village.
are you? You're gonna? That's awesome.
So I just got the 28th annual gingerbread village 20 application package. So it takes a village to.
Deadline is today, San Martin.
Yeah, no, she actually the deadline was November 10th.
Oh,
So November.
oops.
10th. Yeah, it was way off, Eric. But she said I'm going to still allow it. So they're going to give us an opportunity to do this. So we're going to get in, man. We're going to
So
get in.
that's cool. I mean, so everybody knows what that is. That's at the Prescott Resort,
Yes.
and we didn't know if they were going to do it this year. And it is such a cool walkthrough with all the local gingerbread setups.
So Eric, what should we buy? Should we buy a cottage or should we buy a bungalow? Or,
Buy. You're supposed to make this. Get to baking.
but this is how they do it. Lots can be purchased in three sizes: the cottage, the bungalow, or the estate. It
Oh,
was $20 a lot to $50 a lot.
I don't know. The thing is, you got to realize whatever you're doing, you're gonna have to fill it. So if you get the estate, you can't put a little puny little gingerbread house on it.
I'm gonna be like this. This is exactly how it's going down. we're gonna build a little cottage on a nice open range of field and saying, "Keep Prescott, Prescott."
It'll be a socially distanced
Yeah,
gingerbread house.
yeah. There we go. We'll make it work, Eric. I don't know. I mean, last night we were talking about it. I was like, "Do you want to do it?" Because you sent us that email, and so obviously I did some digging, and then I went back, and then she finally messaged me this morning. So that is pretty awesome. I got really excited because I actually love building. I was looking at the building right behind you in your beautiful freaking background, which I'm going to get a background, guys. Watch this. But I was thinking that we could recreate the freaking.
Somebody did last year.
Really?
They
See?
did, and it was an impressive build. Brenda's asking for us newbies, what are the cross streets of the Granite Creek area?
The cross streets.
So it's a long stretch, and so it's
It was, from
go ahead.
I think the first one that it crosses is LaRue Street. That's up there by the
Yeah, it's
new
the top of it. That's the top of it. Yes.
the top of it. But it goes all the way up, the mountain. But anyways, it starts there.
Actually, the trail starts one over on Audrey because I think LaRue, there's a bunch of private land there, and that's actually a big contention issue right now. The trail starts at Audrey.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's right behind the junior high.
Yep. Yeah, and that's where it starts, and then it goes all the way down to Granite Creek Park, which
Yes.
is that's Montezuma and what?
That's just Montezuma if it goes to the Granite Creek Park. But it passes Goodwin, it passes Gurley,
You
it
go
passes
under it. Yeah,
Smith,
you go under it.
at Willis, and then it just takes a mean hook and then goes right across the street from onto Montezuma.
Uh-huh.
So right behind that new building out there. I don't know. Did you see the new buildings, the pictures?
Which new buildings?
The hotel.
I've been down there. I was at Founding Fathers the day you were, but that whole area is really coming together.
Yeah, it looks beautiful over there, man. So I don't know, Brendan, if that's what you're asking for.
Yep, it'll go all the way behind the hotel, all the restaurants there. I mean, it's going to be you can walk it now, but they're really going to clean it up.
Yeah, I guess they're going to be called a boardwalk. So I think that they're going to have a raised boardwalk. That's what I feel like I saw some of the pictures or like what do they do, those CAD pictures where it's kind of like a virtual
Yep.
a picture. They did it like a year ago. They actually showed the pictures of it, and I was able
The
to
AutoCAD stuff. It looked great. Yeah. So Brenda, she's asking which high school? Mile High Middle School is right where it's at.
Yes. Mile High Middle School.
Yep.
Mile High School. But
All
yeah,
right, San Martin, it's that time. Can you believe it?
Derek, I was getting ready to start keep on talking, man. What the freak? This was a great conversation. Anybody else have any more before I get out of here? It's only the lot. You have to build
We
on
got
that.
more tomorrow. Don't worry.
We'll be back tomorrow if you want to keep on hanging out with us. But until then, we got to say sayonara. Martine's going to be in the office today. But if you guys are out there and you guys want to go ahead and see a place of business, you want me to interview somebody, talk with somebody, get to know something that's about out somebody, let us know. Send us an email, editor at theprescotttimes.com, and we will be able to go ahead and just help you out with some sort of information out there. But anyways, yeah, if you want to see more stories, go to theprescotttimes.com. That's where you'll see us. And if you guys are still here, remember, top fans get a top can fire.
Say that 10 times fast.
Top fan card, and there you will be able to go ahead and start getting discounts. As of right now, we do have 5 or 6 businesses on there that you guys can go ahead and get a discount because of you guys being a top fan for the Prescott Times. So with that being said, Eric, I am done for this morning show. How about you? Are you done?
I'm done. Take it out.
Man, peace, love, happiness, let it not be war, and remember, love always wins. I'll see you guys later.